The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Four quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. He's on the move. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of the defense.
Diving right side, got it! A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Escapes the pocket. Catch is made in close. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Play action with Richardson. Headed out right. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down. Benson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Second and 8. Complete over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time. First down, ball at the 36. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped for clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Another try following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Going on third, McCarthy. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And that gives the Lions the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
So it'll be another 1st and 10 for him, Brock, down at the opposing 37. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Puts his body on the line, and he got it! It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They give on second to Benson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Turning to Benson on third. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Benson's got it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5. That's the end of the first quarter.
We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have it on 3rd and 5. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Lions take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 48. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 3rd and short.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. That one's complete right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Saints will take over as he picks up his 10th pass of the season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Throwing off the play fake here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. On play action now, McCarthy. Taken in by Smith. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's second down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be third down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Lions get it back after making their third first-half interception. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's McCarthy, first and 10. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
These these intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Lions hoping to grow their lead before halftime. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try to run it with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Point after converted from Carney. And the Lions double their lead to 14. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Receiver in motion, headed right. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. 2nd and 4. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. Short pass brought in. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Complete out to the right. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Back to the air, McCarthy. He connects downfield on 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Now they send their back in motion right. Chased out to his right. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Takes off right out of the read option. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Richardson on 3rd. Flush down now to his left. On the move, looking deep down the middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. The QB just nailed it. I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
Option play they give to Benson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Able to get it to Benson. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Benson's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints start the 2nd half with some needed points. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Saints get it back to a 14-point game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. McCarthy to throw it. Avoids the sack. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Now it's McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Cardi with the extra point. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
35. Saints 14.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a gain of 22. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Forced out to his right. Connects on the crosser. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Benson now from the gun. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd and 8. Has it at the 7. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Just a quarter left.
That's good.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. Jones reels it in. Touchdown, New Orleans. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your 2nd read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. On play action now, McCarthy. He fires one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
And that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Finds him on the crossing route. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
1st down is right.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's on the move. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Second and 10, McCarthy. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he'll go down. The Saints make the play. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The Lions readying for the punt. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's 2nd and 14. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Gets this to Johnson. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Richardson to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up. They'll throw again. Richardson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Richardson on 3rd. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Complete to Theo Johnson.
Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. It's an Orleans touchdown. So here are the Saints facing a consequential 2-point attempt.
The Saints will line up for the
And he'll get into the end zone and make this a one-score game in the 4th quarter. Man, Brock saw his versatility in back-to-back plays, switching things up. This time he runs it in himself to add 2 to that touchdown strike.
It is so deflating to a defense, so tough to defend a quarterback that first beats you with his arms, and then he puts those 2, as he said, on with his legs. This dude is a true dual-threat difference maker.
And his return's going to go out of bounds and set them up with a drive starting from the 20.
at their own 20-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Completed to his running back. Space past the 35. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
This finds Smith. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Escapes the pockets. He can run it. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
From the 47. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Lions up by 6. New set of downs for him at the 38. They give to Harris from the gun. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room, just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He'll throw it. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
It's Harris on the option. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Harris once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he drives this forward to the 6. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Trying it again with Harris. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
So the Lions get the win on the road. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just 1 step and 1 trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from New Orleans.